Hola, ¿cómo estás? Guten Tag. Violet's heading the computer with her face. That's why it's. Gonna start off with some sage because I'm super exhausted from work, and so we need a refresh. Oh. Didn't burn the carpet, but close. Yeah, this video is definitely going to be a shorter one because I've got some Orange is the New Black to get back to because early release for good behavior. Sorry, I have to do it. Today I wanted to talk about. I wrote this note down while I was meditating in the car. Well, ish, at the restaurant. I want to talk about fighting inequalities or fighting from being the other. You know, it's the thing in high school that's middle school where it normally transpires because there's a whole lot of young people all together in one group, and they're all, trying to figure out who they are and what they want and how to dominate each other, because there's power struggles all throughout our lives, and we basically have to learn how to own our power and not let people take it from us, and how to give and get it. So I guess on that line, I want to talk about the people who felt powerless before. I guess you'd call them traditionally geeks, nerds, freaks, whatever nickname they had. It was not popular or mainstream or norm or whatever. In my opinion, though, I never wanted to be the norm or mainstream because I hated all those people because I saw through the thick of their egos and fakeness. But that's, a whole different conversation for a whole different time and a whole different video. But I've found that a lot of people have very much resented being labeled an outsider or and felt powerless, and so they've worked so hard in their lives as they progress to gain that power back. And when they try and gain it, they gain it through means of the same way that they felt that it was taken away from them. So basically, they've become the bullies themselves that they fought so hard against. And I just want to remind everyone, do not become the enemy you seek to destroy. Be better and show them how to be treated. And I find that, it's like I still get bullied from people online, and I'm just like, I don't understand why you still have this power struggle within yourself that you need to try and take it from me. I'm not giving you my power because I don't care. I don't care enough to let you affect me, and so I'm going to move on and not, whatever. But it's like, I still don't understand. I mean, I guess I understand that they feel they need power, but I guess I'm a more laid back, less aggressive person, so they feel like they can steal that power from me. I am not one to be trifled with. Let's just say that. I may seem calm and meek on the outside, and I've expressed this a few times in other videos, but I'm a fucking tiger. And if you fuck with me, And I'll just leave it at that because I'm going to keep it high vibrational. But yeah, I just don't, I don't have time. I don't have bother. And I wish that those people find what they need in their life without taking it from somebody else. Four cards today. Although one time I did have an old friend, I ran into her at a bar, and she was like, you know, trying to play it cool, but it was obviously awkward between us because she was just not a good friend. So, hence not being friends with her anymore. And she looks up, and she was like, you know, goofing around with some girls at the bar, and she was like, oh, blah, 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 Caitlin. And she looks like in my eyes, and I'm like, that's not my name. And it was pretty scary because her face kind of got all white, and she was like, and yeah. So, I mean, I have a way of, you know, expressing my boundaries. It's not violent. It's not mean. It's just firm and scary. So, if you don't want to be scared by me, don't push me. All right. I love this. So we have, you are a beautiful, sensitive soul. Love's objective is to help you remember who you truly are, an eternal being of light on a path to ever greater love. I think that really goes along just the high vibrational energy, and, you know, like, you know, you are a being of love. You don't have to suck into the muck. You don't have to go to their level to try and get your power back. You can just get your power back. You don't need to become a bully yourself. Bullies are not liked. They might get laughs, and they might be popular for a minute because people think it's entertaining, but when you are a bully, you don't have any what's the word? There are no sides, so people could end up turning on you. Let's see. I feel you forever in my heart. You are in my thoughts and in the air I breathe. You are a jewel, a sparkling diamond. Your heart is like a great ocean of love. Thank you. So just remember, you're a jewel. You're not a hard rock. You're a gem. And don't let yourself get hardened by somebody who tried to take your power away. That's on them. That's their issue, not yours. You do not have to beat yourself up into thinking that you let them take your power, because sometimes people just come in and they bulldoze over everything, and they think that they've won, and they're fighting an inner demon in themselves. And it's not your fault. All right. Every loving thought is a seed of love. Sometimes the seed sprouts instantly, and other times it lies dormant for a while. The timing really doesn't matter. Love always grows into greater love. So you want to plant those seeds of love now. You want to start just cultivating your garden of positivity and self-healing, self-love. Be your own hero. Be your own lover. Be your own wife, husband, whatever. You know, that's why I have these. I have the key, and I have the lock. Key. There's the lock. That way I know, no matter what, I hold the key to my own self, my own freedom, my own anything, everything, all of it. I am my own best friend. I am my own lover. And damn, I'm a great lover. Please get me. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the same for a lot of people, but, you know, I'm willing to do things those other lovers aren't willing to do. Okay, anyways, enough with the dirty talk. Just, you know, be the keeper of your own keys. You know, nobody has to hold your key. Nobody has the key to your heart but you. And you can give it away, but I don't really recommend it. I recommend sharing the key with someone else. And every time they want it, they have to work for it. They have to sign a contract. They have to make a plea bargain for your key, because that's a precious damn key that they want out from you. And they're not going to get it without a little bit of a hissy fight. High vibrational. Stay here. Alright. And lastly, love overcomes all obstacles. A change in attitude is all it takes to turn things around. Trust in love's power. It will transform you and the ones you love. All will soon clear. So, coming back, full circle to power. You don't have to go down into the muck with the other people. You can remain a high vibrational, loving being and love yourself no matter what people have tried to dump on you or take from you. And don't try and use their methods, because they're just trying to shift over that low vibrational energy. They're trying to basically, for lack of a better analogy, pee on you, or, the other thing. Like, don't, just wash it off. Let it, no. You can't transfer your negativity, your toxic energy on to me. Say, no, I do not accept. I will remain positive, and what return that I put out, I will get. Alright, let's get to the cards. High vibrations. I'm so excited. I'm doing the Mermaid Pirate shoot tomorrow, and we're getting up at the crack of dawn, and I'm not excited about that part, but I'm so excited about the finished product. So I'm just, I'm just thinking ahead. Ooh, another one popped out. So we have 2 punctuation marks. I think that's appropriate for the power discussion. Also, I wanted to throw in there a little blurb. We're already getting to 12 minutes. I told her it was going to be short, but, I can't promise everything. Well, I don't know if I want to go into this one. I just want to, so with like gender and sexuality, that's power, a lot of power stuff, because traditionally, this one certain gender has more power than the other, and sexuality is a means of expressing or taking power. And as a queer woman, person, thing, object of the universe, I don't like to classify myself, but everyone else seems to need to. I technically look like a unicorn, and if you're not familiar with that term, it's the third party with the female body attributes in a threesome, and couples go out looking for that specific to have a threesome with. Well, it's funny because they tend to forget the decorum of being a decent couple sometimes, and I've been hit on several times by couples because they're like, oh, look, she looks like somebody who would want to fuck us. Well, sorry, but no. No. You both have to be interesting and attractive, and I have to be both attracted to you, and no. I'm not an object. I'm not something that you can go pick up and fuck. Find a dildo. Fuck them with a dildo. Whatever you need to do to get your rocks off. Some people like that, but I don't go into a situation looking at somebody assuming that that's what you're going to get out of them. If you want to have sex with one of your friends and add that into I highly recommend that, because that's probably a better choice. Don't pick up some poor random stranger who just wants to go have a drink. Just saying. So we have the universe in reverse, and 4 of Cups. luxury, and upright. So these are the punctuation marks. So the universe is completion, and so it's like almost complete. You're almost to an end goal, but there's still and there's stability around, emotional stability, but there's still like this holding on to a project, holding on to ideas or feelings about a certain thing, and so it's kind of like this. When you're finishing a project or you're going through something that you are making or doing, you get attached to the process a little bit, and so I think that there is some emotional perseverance of a sense where you're really enjoying a certain state of this process, but the change has to come in, so you're kind of not ready exactly for the change. But it's good to take time out to appreciate the process and to process the emotions that you've gone through to get there. I hope that makes sense. Because each stage of a project has emotions. That's what gets us through it. So we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So there's kind of an upliftment of worries. Maybe there were some like anxieties or things that were going on, and there's this reverse Ace of Cups. So maybe there is some anxieties that are preventing new emotions to come in. You're not ready to finish something. You like kind of where you are. You're comfortable, and you know what's coming, but you're not exactly emotionally ready for it. And then the moon comes in and says, things may seem uncertain right now on the other side. You may not, know what's going to be next. You don't know how things are going to turn out, but you can trust your intuition and know that it's going to be okay. Because then we have the card. We have the Ten of Swords, which is the endings. You're at the finish line. You've gone through all the thoughts. It's done. It's dead on the ground. And maybe you're not ready to finish it. Sometimes we're not ready to be done with something, even though we know it's done. And you just gotta trust your intuitions. And then I really like, because I was talking about this, it kind of goes along with what I was talking about, but I didn't specifically. And here we have two wolves. We have a white wolf and a black wolf. So we have the saying, there's good and bad inside of you, and good wolf and bad wolf, and whichever one you feed is nurtured. So do you want to nurture the bad, or do you want to nurture the good? Do you want to become the bully that once bullied you, or do you want to rise above the bully and love yourself no matter what, harder than anything that you possibly ever could? So it looks like, since we have the Nine of Swords to start, and then we have the Ten of Swords, we're almost at the end, but there's still that last little emotional hold on that we have, that we need to just feed the right part and end what is no longer good in our lives, what no longer feeds us, what no longer nurtures us. You're almost there. You're holding on to a little too tightly, because you're not ready to let go, but it's time. Let go of the negativity and embrace the positive. Embrace loving your very self and being just the most amazing person you could possibly imagine. Because who doesn't want to be their own dream fantasy person? I think that we mostly fantasize about other people, but I think we fantasize about ourselves. I think that so many more people would be in love with themselves if they fantasized about themselves. And I want to be in love with me, because I know that I'm never going to leave, and I'm never going to cheat, And yeah, I'm going to share. I'm going to have a hard time sharing because I don't really share. But, you know, I'll always be there. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys have a great Friday night, and I'll see you tomorrow.